My buddy Tom allowed that roping bears was mighty fun, a sight more tickling to the nerves than hunting with a gun. I set out in the morning to see what beast I'd find. Near noon I spied a big one, a bear of the grizzly kind. As I got closer, his size just grew and grew. He must have gone 500 pounds, his claws looked sharp and true. He'd shambled out across the plain to dig for grubs and ants. A treat for him, I tell you true, as the ladies like to dance. I near enough just missed him, for a bear can split the air, and your pony's got to scramble if you hope to beat him there. But that paint horse I was riding was nimble and was strong. We run that old dark Bruin down, my loop was sure and long. It settled round his shaggy neck, and when the slack ran out, I heard the saddle leather creak and felt the girth strapped out. My pony set his haunches down and plowed a trail of brown. I was sorry no one else was there to see this thing go down, to watch a cowboy such as myself, so full of strength and skill, teaching Mr. Barr himself to bend unto my will. I got you now, you hairy cuss, I gave a mighty yell. I'm the man can take away your wildness for a spell. At first I feared my rope might snap and let the Bruin go, but a second later, gentlemen, I wished it would, you know. That bear just reared and chomped his jaws, a sound like cannon crack, then grabbed the rope and pulled himself right up along the slack. I hollered, swung my hat around to blind him in the face, but that can't much deter a bear in such a lively case. My horse, the tried to throw me off, but he was tied too tight. With a climbing up the latigo, that bear was quite a sight. He tangled with the rope, a stump, a rock, and that there bear, he pitched and heaved upon his heels and fought the empty air. The bear's claws, teeth, and temper near had finished the dispute. My rope was dallied fast and true, I couldn't shake its loop. Well, the saddle started slipping, and the world was all a-spin, a whirl of dust and fury, a Calvados din. My pony wide-eyed gave a leap and landed in a squat. The bear used a sudden jolt to tie a fancy knot. I felt my hat get swatted and a claw tore through my shirt. I was thinking that my future was gonna be 6 feet of dirt. We wallered there, a soggy mess of man and horse and dread, when that old bear, he seemed to get a different thought instead. He gave a grunt that sounded almost like a scoffing sound, bit clean through that tough rope, and his feet lit on the ground. He shook himself and looked at me with eyes as black as night, before he turned and lumbered off and vanished from my sight. He left me with a busted rope, a story and a scare, and the powerful, distinct impression that I'd not relive